I'm in a giant Pokemon machine. Ah! I'm in a giant bum gall machine, baby. A giant bum gall machine. Well, good morning and welcome. It's Sunday morning here in Bangkok. We're just at the Ratchattouille BTS and we are headed south. We're going down again to the Samrong Lucky Home. Now, it's a lucky market. It's much like a garage sale or a flea market. They have a number of long warehouses. They're either full of clothes, camera equipment. That's where I'm going. And this is actually the third time I'm going down. So the first time I went down was about 3 weeks ago. I guess they closed early to go on holidays. Last week, they should have been open, but they didn't open and they weren't back until the 7th. And I didn't find that out until I went back last week. So again, we're going back all the way down there again this week. It's quite a bit of a train ride. It's about 10-15 stops or something like that. So we'll see you on the other side. Generally, I wouldn't point something like that out, but that is one heck of a shopping cart, boy. Damn! Anyways, we're here down in Samrong. We're at the Samrong BTS station. We're actually just headed a couple blocks in the opposite direction to go to T&J and take back this Lazada Temu stuff. So whenever you order stuff off Temu or Lazada, necessarily they won't come pick it up at your location like they do in North America. You have to take it actually to one of these shipping companies. And they're kind of sparse, at least downtown where I am, they're a little bit sparse. So it's actually easier coming out into urban Thailand to find the T&J delivery company. So that's where we're off to. So the BTS, of course, is just above us. And they have these awesome little walkways that you can just go down and not get wet during rainy season. Keep out of the sun during the hot season. We got ourselves a beautiful canal here. Oh my God, I just love being here. Did I make the right choice coming to Bangkok and leaving Canada? Oh God, yes. Oh God, yes. There's what, 2-3 feet of snow at home probably right now? Now, don't get me wrong, I've been planning on leaving Canada ever since my son was about 3. When he finished elementary school, when he finished junior high, or when he finished high school, were appropriate times to move to a different place. In my original career choice of being an RV technician, the reason I took that choice, or one of the reasons I took that choice, was due to there's not RV courses even in the States. Now in the US, you'd have to actually go to one of the manufacturers that creates a motorhome or trailer and do courses there. I was able to take a 3-year apprenticeship program at SAIT and became quite diligent in all aspects of plumbing, electricity, upholstery, auto mechanics. But the idea was that I could go down to the States and make better money and cheaper living, even way back then. So of course in 2016, when I fell off the ladder, it was time to definitely start making some plans. As 2017 rolled up, I realized that not only did I want to have a company here or back in Canada, but I'd also want to have a company over here in Southeast Asia. I think at that time I was still kind of hung up on the Philippines, but after 2 tsunamis, and well, I just feel that Thailand's a little bit safer, a little bit cleaner, and definitely cheaper for what I'm doing. So basically the same idea coming to Southeast Asia, you know, we're coming here. It's cheaper living. I'm paying 1/3 the price I would be back home. Actually, I'm paying probably quarter the price I was paying back home because I live downtown Vancouver. Now, as I mentioned, there's definitely a learning curve. I've been planning this since 2017. I've been watching YouTube videos. I've been studying other avenues, all about Thailand, Philippines, Indonesia, and it's just a whole different world here. And if you're open and you're acceptable to it, you'll have the most incredible experience you have ever had. On the other hand, if you're a bit of a snowflake or an asshole, don't come, because I don't want to see you. No, seriously though, there's no point in going to another country or visiting somewhere that you're really not going to be happy at. And you're just going to make yourself and all the people around you miserable. So stay home. But if you're up for the challenge and you've always thought in the back of your head, man, it'd be great to travel, Bangkok is definitely a good place to start. One of the best things about being here in Bangkok, Thailand is the randomness. As you can see, I'm stuck in a giant gumball machine. Did I mention random yet? The petting zoo in the middle of the mall. It is Kids Day here in Bangkok, Thailand this weekend. So of course we have a lot of pop-ups going on all over Bangkok. Obviously you can see we had a pop-up petting zoo here for the kids at the mall. And what a fantastic place to be, you know that? What a fantastic place. So one of the things I have a difficulty here in Bangkok is Google Maps, and literally came right past this point, walked all the way back about a block looking for T&J. I thought it would be in the mall, but Google Maps said it was on the other side of the road. So I went to the other side of the road. Turns out it's snuck right down here behind me. So of course I was up there and walked right by, and it's right here. It's not in the mall, it's outside the mall. Well, now that we've completed that, we're off to the Samrong Lucky Market. I'm very excited to go down there. We actually passed a little market on the way down here, and it looks interesting. So I think we'll hit both and show you how it looks. Might be one of those things where I get in trouble for filming, so I'll try and look a little incognito. I don't know where I'm aiming, I'm just walking. Beautiful, cool day here in Bangkok today. It's actually cooled down quite a bit. I think we got a high of 27 or 28 today, which is usually 32. Last night I actually had to close all the windows as it was too cold to sleep in the apartment, which is absolutely insane. Definitely not something that's happened before since I've been here in Bangkok. So it's been really nice to wear a little bit warmer clothes, and I'm looking forward to purchasing some warmer clothes and some fancy shoes so I can get into those establishments that don't take flip-flops. We've got bedding, we've got towels, we've got underwear, we've got jogging pants, we've got dishes, we've got a little stereo place with all a whole bunch of phones and stuff. Ooh, the boom place. Look at the boom place. All right, I'm gonna take a minute and go check out some of these speakers, and we'll hook up with you on the way to Samrong. So like most markets, things are all huddled together, which for me is kind of weird because it was like, why would you move right well, it's not even that you're across the road from your competition, it's literally stereo store. So let me give you a look. So I haven't gone down there yet. That's where I came from down there. And from down there all along here are pretty much the same sort of shops. So it's definitely easier to wheel and deal, find out what one guy will give you and then work it against another guy. But I've been looking in the market for some mixers, and it's just funny how the synchronicity of the universe and my brain are just so synced up, and that word, that synchronicity and that same connection has been influencing and impacting everyone that I've met since I've gotten here. And I haven't actually been using the word synchronicity. This is my first time. Everybody else has been synchronicity. like, oh, it's just like it's meant to be, like you were supposed to meet each other, sort of thing. So it's really cool to learn how to put energy out into the universe and wait for her to give it back. All right, coming back out of the market, we're gonna head down to the Samrong Lucky Home Market. Might just have to grab a smoothie and a little quick bite to eat at one of these street food carts. It's so colorful and everyone's so nice, and generally, as long as it's not some little lady shop owner, everybody's actually excited that you're filming and they want to be on camera. So that's fantastic. Okay, so I was walking up there on the BTS, and now we're actually down here on the road. So of course you have to be a little more careful. You know, there's bikes coming this way, there's bikes coming that way, there's bikes coming from behind me. So once again, it's not for the slow at heart. You got to be a little bit quick, a little bit on the ball here in Bangkok, so you don't end up getting in someone's way. Generally, it's the opposite here in Thailand than it is back home. You, as a pedestrian, are responsible to get the heck out of the way, and you got to wait for the traffic to stop. That's just how it is. Once again, one of those dilemmas. I've gotten to the end of this market, and I actually want to stay on this side of the street, but I got to cross the street to be able to go across the street. So there's quite a bit of confusion like that for a person walking around not knowing the area, and it can get very frustrating. Oh wow, check out the food market. But it's great because you get lost. Well, not lost, but you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Let it come. We've got ourselves an awesome market here. Look, we got some mangoes, bananas. Oh, it's huge. It's huge. Oh yeah, let's go for a walk. A little bit of a wet market here going. Right on, right on. Nothing wrong with wet markets. We all know that now. And if you don't know that now, COVID did not come from a wet market. 100% guaranteed, human made. This little kitty cat protecting all the chilies. Chili cat is protecting his chilies. Don't touch my chilies. Ah, kitty cat. These markets are always covered from the sun, so you can come here in the night or in the day. Lots of dried out fish, lots of vegetables, fruits. These little bananas are fantastic. If you never tried a little banana before, go to the store and try and grab one. Definitely won't be the same as it is here, but way more flavor. It's not sweeter, but it's just more and more flavor, like a hell of a lot of flavor. They punch the flavor in those little suckers. So it's quite busy. Of course, it's a Sunday, so everybody's out at the market shopping for the week. All right, well, we're headed the wrong way, so I'm gonna turn around and get across the road. We'll catch up with you on the other side. Oh, we get a little bit of everything today. Look at that, we get to walk across the canal on the little bridge. They're like, oh, I'm so excited. Everybody else is looking at me like I'm crazy. Souvenirs, a lot of idols and pendants and stuff like that. Very popular to have pendants of idols here in Thailand. There's one of the locks for letting the water run through, keeping the canal. So it's coming from, they pump water from up north down through Bangkok. So literally last week we had flooding on the way to the studio and then on the way home, but it hasn't rained for a week or two. The issue is that it's been raining up north and the water all comes down here, and they control all the water with these type of canals. As you can see, they're quite serious about their canal control here. All right, continuing on, we got to get to the other side of the road. We got the BTS there. Most of the BTS, well, all the BTS have an elevator. whether it's on this side of the BTS or on the other side of the BTS. Could be about an extra half a block to walk, but as you can see, it's right in front of me there. So we'll see you on the other side of the road. All right, so I didn't crawl, but I did just go under the overpass instead of going on top. So I just walked through underneath over there, and we're exactly where we need to be to walk down to the Lucky Market. So get off the Samrong station here, come down and go down this soi down here. At the end of this soi, you're going to turn left and you have the Samrong Market. Everyone, I mean literally everyone, cannot understand how much I walk and give me a hard time about it. Whether it's the local Thais, the scooter drivers, or my friends, they just, why aren't you riding your bike? Well, I need brake pads, and I'm not comfortable riding my bike until I put some new pads on there. And besides that, I think that walking is really one of the only things I got going for me. Definitely keeps my back in check. So we're down about halfway here. Of course, I'm walking on the right side of the road. I'm walking towards the traffic coming towards me because I feel it might be a little safer. At least I can see when I need to jump out of the way. A couple things I've seen other YouTubers post about how the walls are built out here and why there's so many spikes and actual pieces of glass and barbed wire hanging out. And it actually doesn't have anything to do with people breaking in to your establishment. It has to do with keeping the pigeons and that type of thing away from the fencing so you don't have bird poop everywhere. As you can see, they literally have pieces of glass sticking into the cement. And that's more to deter these small animals not to come in. See? It's not about humans, it's about critters. So, just to set the book straight on that, no, they're not necessarily trying to keep out people robbing them, because that just technically doesn't happen here. It's that they're trying to keep the critters out. Oh no, they're coming from the left, they're coming from the right, they're coming from behind me. So another thing is, don't walk around with 1,000 baht, because most things are going to be under 50 baht, and these food carts and smaller places aren't necessarily going to have enough change for that 1,000 baht. So I have to try and get some change somewhere so I can get something small to drink and eat. Well, we finally made it to the end of this street. Basically just going to be walking across the road over there, as you saw in the other video. You definitely can tell that Christmas is over. This road prior, like 2 weeks ago, completely empty. Last week, completely empty. You can see already this morning, it's quite busy. So yeah, that's the Samrong Market right there. Or the Lucky Samrong Market. So I'm gonna give my hand a little bit of a break and we'll check in with you once we get up there. Oh man, it better be open today. You'll be really mad. This is the third time down here and I gotta come back. Oh boy, am I a happy guy. Look, we've got open doors, folks. We've got open doors. I can't tell you how ecstatically excited I am. I've been trying to come down here for about a month and it's finally open. Of course, one of the times I did come down here, there's toilets for customers only, but of course it was closed. I had to wait until I got all the way home. All right, maybe not this one, maybe the next one. All right, we're going for the next one. LH Audio, smoking area. There we go, here we go.
Hello.
Oh yeah.
ประกาศนะคะวันนี้ต้นขา
Hi. Oh yeah, I'm getting excited already. There's some bongos we were talking about yesterday at the club. I had a professional bongo player and he's actually going back to England today. But oh, I'm super excited. Look at how many metronomes we have here, folks. We got some wooden flutes. Oh yeah, like that's awesome right there. Mr. Ryan Wackett. Might have to look into getting one of those. The things you can waste money on here in Bangkok. Couple Thai instruments back there. Interesting, interesting. Ooh, accordions. Look at that. Oh, there's a little tiny one for kids. Oh, here we go. My brother played the accordion. He stopped quite soon. I kept on going. I played the organ. Did lessons for 3 or 4 years, I think. 4 or 5 years. We had one exactly like that. I think, Mom, am I correct? That's pretty close. Ours was a little fancier, but the same kind of layout. Yeah, no, ours had many more buttons. Ours was more like that one, actually. There we go. That's what ours was like. That one over there. Oh, man, this is incredible. Look at this. We're talking stereo everywhere. Oh, my God. The whole room full of stereos. I am definitely in my zone here. Oh my God, this is wonderful. And look, they got a piano here to sit down and play. At least it's there. It looks like I can play it. Been too long, baby. Gotta start practicing again. I had no idea Canon makes speakers. And they're funky looking. Look at that. Those are dope. Wall-to-wall speakers, baby. Wall-to-wall speakers. Ever have the itch to buy a violin and play it? Pretty sure they're pretty cheap. These are all instruments. And of course, some of these items might have been here for a while, so they do have a plug-in testing area, and I definitely suggest test it before taking it home, because in Thailand, they don't really do returns. You're gonna buy it, you take it. So right here, they have like a huge testing table. You can come out, test stuff out, make sure it's working properly. Lots of vinyl, folks, lots of vinyl. All right, we're gonna head over to the other side. So technically, I'm looking for a walking stick, maybe something that'll help me in my productions for the next month or so here, until I can actually make some money to buy some proper equipment. And yeah, so that's why we're down here. Oh, piggy bank for my little bots. So even though some items have been here for quite a while, Dusty, you can tell that there's people that come here early on Fridays and collect stuff. Even today, you can see collectors, maybe from other smaller towns, other parts of Bangkok, collect stuff from the main distributor here of used stuff, and then end up selling it in their own individual shops for a little bit more and make some money that way. Not sure I see any techniques. But yeah, there's people walking out of here with carts of items. And if you want any type of wiring, you can come check it out. All right, off to the camera section. Pretty much the reason why I came down. Now there's 2 camera sections. There's the cheaper camera section, which is open all weekend. And there's the more expensive camera center down the road, which is only open on Sundays. Now, let's hand off the bag here. Crap. Oh, I am super excited to be in here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow, this is just absolutely incredible. I'm just dumbfounded. There's hundreds of thousands of camera bodies here. I can't even keep filming the whole road. It takes so long. This is crazy. I mean, it takes quite a bit of time picking through this stuff. They have a newer section, which is over here on the other side of the wall here. But of course, I thought I'd take a walk through memory lane, check out some of the older cameras. Yes, when I was young and first started filming, it was all actual film, and you had to go get it developed or develop it yourself. So I'm seeing a lot of those type of cameras over here. Also a lot of the cheaper disposable cameras that came right after that, before the digital cameras. So we're just gonna pop over to the newer section here and give you a boo on that side. Definitely a little bit more energy over here. We have all the N.U.D.L.Z, we got Fuji's, we got Nikon. Of course, we're looking for Sony, so we're gonna have to walk down a little bit. Here's some Canons. Enola, Canon. Come on, Sony, where are you? Canon, Pentax. Ooh, look at that. I mean, just for decorations for like your studio. How fantastic would that be? All right, there's an old school Polaroid for you. Those are pretty much collector's items nowadays. Here's some hand cords. Still ain't seen the Sony yet though. So be prepared to spend a little bit of time down here, because obviously if you're trying to find a lens, you got to either look at the back cap to find out what it is, or you got to look at the top, and they're not necessarily right side up or right side down. So it could take a little time to go through the lenses. Well, there's my luck. I didn't actually find one Sony camera, so we'll have to try again another day. It is interesting though, because it's a sale up to 50% off. So everything that you did see in there is 50% off right now. You can't beat that. You already have garage sale prices, and then you get an extra 50% off. Definitely worth it. If you're a Canon, Pentax, Minolta, any of those kind of brands, Fuji, definitely come down here and check it out. There's lots of extra lenses and cameras in case you want to repair yours or get an extra one. As far as the Sony's goes, I didn't see one Sony product in there. So now for you clothing freaks, actually this was open last week. No, not last week, but the week before. I didn't step in here yet. We have pants. I think we're going 150 baht, 100 baht, 200 baht, kind of depending on what the clothes are. And then you'd have to go through them and size them yourself. I think that's it. So a lot of the clothes come in either from donations, or people buy stock from like the Salvation Army, which is not a non-for-profit. And they'll pack up the clothes and send them over, whether they're from China, Japan, United States, and they recycle the clothes. Some clothes can be new, straight from the manufacturer, overstock. Some of it's used, but they basically go through it, pick out the stuff that's cheap, market for cheap, throw out the nasty stuff, and yeah. So other than it being quite wrinkly, it actually looks like quite good conditioned items. Did I waste my time coming down here for the third time? No, not at all. This is what life's about. Life's about living. Life's about checking things out. I like to categorize things because of the ADD, and you know, I mean, anybody from now on that needs to know where one of these items are, I can tell them where to go. And also, I've been down here. I can mark it off my list and say I've been down here. I checked it out. I'd definitely come down for the wet market and the food market over there again. It'd be fantastic. Doesn't look like the rest of the places are open. There is a tire place down here if you want tires, and a couple of repair shops for bikes. So other than that, I guess this has been my trip down to the Samrong Lucky Home Market down here in Samrong. And thanks for joining us. I'm glad we finally got down here after a month. And we'll see you on the next adventure.